1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Mikhail, did we have to come all this way just to do a review?
We'll do anything for our fans, right?
Well, at least we're almost there.
What the fish?
That really was a call of the fish.
Caleb, it's Call of the Sea. It's a first-person puzzle adventure.
The story is you are Nora, and you are going to a tropical, deserted island near Tahiti to look for your long-lost husband, who went there on an expedition looking for a cure to your disease. So it's kind of your fault, but you're going to try to save him anyway.
And you're going to explore the island full of unknown structures and items left by the group of explorers who went missing. There is no violence in the game, yet sometimes your brain can hurt trying too hard to solve some of the puzzles.
That could definitely happen.
And it's a bit more of a walking simulator, so there's no platforming or any action sequences. But
there is a kind of suspenseful environment and the feeling that maybe, just maybe, something is watching you. Maybe. The game is divided into 6 chapters. Each one, I would say, is more or less about an hour to take. Less if you're really good at puzzles, which we'll get to that in a second. Speaking of puzzles, each chapter is dominated by one main puzzle that you have to complete to be able to move on to another area of the island, which is solved by finding information and completing lots of smaller puzzles in that area.
And the game is stunning, both visually and on music and sound. You can really feel like you're on an island.
And a lot of different environments of the island as you're trying to get closer and closer to unlocking the mystery of what this island is all about and how your husband disappeared and why you have a strange connection to this island. There's also 2 possible endings that you choose at the very end, but we're not going to spoil either of them.
So let's go to our usual.
Should you play it?
I would say, should you solve the puzzles in this game?
Should you solve it? Okay, that's fair. But first, you should solve the way of getting this game for free. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Which is by getting it on the Epic Game Store for 1 week starting of March 9th. This game will be free on the Epic Game Store. You'll have 1 week to add it to your library. Keep it forever. Install it whenever you want. And that is what we do on this channel. We play and review every free game on the Epic Game Store. So subscribe so you never have to be bored again.
We solve the mystery of should you play it or not.
So let's go straight to the mystery of should you solve it. Could I go first?
Please.
Okay. This is going to be actually very easy for me. The visuals are beautiful. It's stunning. Okay, stunning might be too strong, but you feel like you're in a jungle. You feel like you're on a beach with a shipwreck. It's very atmospheric. Enough said. The writing could be a little bit better, the story also, but the voice acting is excellent. It's pretty much all one voice actress who's doing almost all of the acting, and she carries it. It's great. Very engaging. The main part of this game is the puzzles.
Yes.
And it made me realize that so many games are very good at making the player feel intelligent, even if it's not necessarily true. This is not one of those games. If you're not smart enough to figure it out, the game will not hold your hand. It will not make it a lot easier for you. Just if you explore everything, you have to look at everything, get all the clues. The character does take some notes in the journals.
That's very useful.
But it's not going to tell you the answer. You have to figure out what all these clues mean. The result of that is that it can be frustrating. And I cheated a couple times. I consider myself to be pretty good at puzzle games, but I had to look online a couple of times, and it did not feel good, because then when I was able to complete them, I felt like a true treasure hunter, like a true like Indiana Jones solving the puzzles. It was amazing, but it will not make it easy for you. So be prepared for that. If you like puzzlers, then this could be a really great challenge. Even if you don't, the atmosphere, the story, the Lovecraft elements without horror, it was perfect for me.
Yeah, that's quite rare.
That's really rare, but I loved all of that. Very strong, even for people who are not fans of puzzles. Very strong, easy yes for me. You should try this, especially since it's free.
I like in my games, really, when you come to a new island and you're going to start exploring its depths and the strange thing that occurs in there. So I had very strong Myst vibes.
That's the game I was thinking of.
Myst or Raven
Myst.
before that.
Of course.
But this one was a little bit more like friendly on the story and even on the puzzles. Like it was not so out of the other world. And the puzzles did hit the great spot on me. So it was a good balance for me. But I did get stuck at the very first room before all solving the puzzles.
Wait, the first room on the beach?
No. Yeah. And no. Even before that.
On the ship?
You're on the ship. Like the first minute,
like the intro.
Yeah, and this is no spoiling. If you did get stuck, you have to open your journal because the game won't tell you open your journal. And if you want, the character will still
just keep going around and around the room.
Yeah, for like 15 minutes. So
this is a frustrating thing, is that you have to go through some of the steps. Yeah.
And this can happen at any puzzle. So if you don't want to be like Caleb who look it up, then prepare to get some.
But the thing is, like, even looking up the answer, sometimes I would still have to go through the other steps to be able to unlock the possibility to enter in. So that is a bit annoying, but it does discourage you to cheat because you'll have to go through the steps anyway.
Anyway, yes, of course, I do recommend this game, and everybody who likes puzzles should play it.
Even the story and the atmosphere are really special. I feel like this is a rare hidden gem that has gotten great reviews, but is not like a mainstream game. It's great that it's free. This is a special one, guys. Check it out. And make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any more hidden gems, because free games every week and no way to know if they're great or terrible unless you let us play it for you first.
True. And talking about the hidden gems, I think we do have a video about hidden gems from Epic.
We do.
That we got for free, so check that video next.
And we hope that's useful, and we'll see you in our next video.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.